In Llanelli, top-class rugby has been played for 140 years. And it inspires a whole region.
We've got boys out on this field that are amongst the best in the world at what they do.
I think as players we've got a responsibility to the region, and because these kids have come down to support us, so it's nice for us to go back and sort of support them. I suppose you do forget until you come to schools like this, how many of these kids aspire to be where we are today. Nice.
Even stars were children once, as another Scarlets legend knows very well.
When I was a child, there was one international from my village in Bankerville, and I thought he was God, and I'm sure these children feel the same. It gives me great pleasure, to see the thrill on the children's faces, that they're talking to international players.
Are you in a good team?
Delmy Thomas captained the Llanelli team that beat the mighty All Blacks.
Bated breath.
It's a triumph that every local school child knows all about, but it happened 40 years ago. Next door to the pitch, the supporters' village is packed with proof that regional rugby is now a family affair.
I think there's something for everybody here. Parents, they bring their grandparents. There's nobody that's excluded, and you can all come down and, like I said, it's lush. Even the tiny, weeny little ones come and play tag rugby. It's just, it's the most beautiful thing to watch. Tiny little boys and girls, and they just love it. Everybody's always really happy down here. Even the boss that I work for can grin now and again.
We are part of a region which is geographically challenged, economically challenged, not a lot of employment, not a hell of a lot of inspiration, and that's where we can make a difference.
The Scarlets' domain covers a huge swathe of the country, from Llanelli to Aberystwyth and westwards from Carmarthenshire to the far corners of Pembrokeshire. More than 50 rugby clubs are active in the region, and every week they're buzzing with youngsters dreaming of becoming stars. The Scarlets draw on this reservoir of talent, and they're determined to use their resources to give something back to West Wales.
Our players on this field performing at the highest level of an international game are from the little communities around West Wales, and they've decided that they want to be amongst the best in the world and proved they can be. Now if that then inspires another youngster in one of those little communities to be the best, whether it's rugby or not rugby, doesn't matter. That is a fundamental part of our responsibility, a fundamental part of our drive, and a fundamental part of what gets us up in the morning.
For them to develop it,
Sharing Mark's vision is Scarlets chairman Nigel Short. A hugely successful entrepreneur outside of rugby, his business interests take him far and wide, but his real passion is the game.
I'm 50 years old, I'm in the bloody league!
When he's not in the boardroom, you'll find him with his tracksuit on, training with the youngsters at his local club in Whitland.
You think we can do it Sunday? Yeah. All right, forwards, think about it then. All right, well done, guys. Go over to Dominic now. You're doing the real work. All right, come on the line, come on. Come on, look like you mean it.
It's what it's all about for me. This is fantastic. On any given Friday or Thursday, full of kids enjoying themselves, kids off the streets.
Nigel's belief is that the benefits go wider than rugby.
Very often the club is the heart of the community. It brings the kids together in ways that they wouldn't normally do, and it brings the parents together. A lot of these kids are not going to go on to play professional rugby, of course. Some will, some won't. It's not just the ambition to play professional rugby or to emulate their heroes who play for Wales. It's given them ambition for life as well. It's given them a focus and a very positive impact, and it'd be great if we could spend more time doing that.
The global and the local can form an effective partnership. Here in Carmarthen, it's South African Joe Snyman and local boy Jonathan Davis against a field of youngsters as they spread the Scarlets' message.
Low. That's a good tackle. See, land on top of him. That's where you want to stop.
Good tackle. We're doing something good, We can't do it all the time, but when we can, we try and do the best job we can.
Yes.
There's some good kids coming through, Joe was getting sidestepped all the time.
No comments.
Ready, steady.
Jonathan knows from his own experience how vital it is to get an early grounding in the game.
I come from a really small primary school, and I think at the time there was only about 40, 50 kids there. And when you're old enough, you have to play for the school rugby team. So I started at quite a young age. I think I was either 7 or 8. And, you know, growing up, you know, I remember seeing players coming around the community and trying to help out. And, you know, I aspired to be them.
And he does. Now, can he find anyone? Yep. And Davis! Jonathan Davis! Wales again! Wales!
And now a new generation of youngsters are aspiring to be Jonathan Davis.
This is sensational. This is where Wales really, as a nation, have got to feel pretty comfortable. There's plenty of rugby talent being developed in Wales, you know, and this is a great example of it.
This is the Scarlets under-16 team. They've reached the final of the Welsh Cup, and Head of Development Gareth Jenkins is here to check on prospects for the long term.
It's a great game of rugby. The two sides are playing some remarkable stuff here. And there are individual players who are justifying really our view of their potential. But the significance of it all is that we have to develop our own talent from within our own boundary. That's it. Well done. One happy match.
For a talented few, the Scarlets' dream goes on. A handful of these under-16s will be assessed for a place on the next rung of the development ladder, the Scarlets Academy.
You have to belong somewhere. You have to have an identity. And as far as I'm concerned, the Scarlets, and Llanelli before it, has had a strong identity with a brotherhood relationship to make sure that every player is recognised through his success and why he's been successful. And he's been successful because of the environment that he's grown up in, he's belonged to, he's developed it.
If I live to be 200,
A precious past,
I will never know.
a precarious future. As with so much we treasure in life, we don't yet know how it ends.
Lovely scarlet ribbons, scarlet ribbons for